Every movement we make, every step we take, and every simple gesture such as turning a doorknob or stretching our arms depends on the silent and complex work of our joints. They are the mechanical marvels that support our lives. Yet, for millions of people around the world, these same joints become a source of pain, stiffness, and daily struggle. That condition is known as arthritis, a word that carries weight and discomfort for over 350 million people globally. It robs individuals of mobility, independence, and in many cases, their sense of freedom. But what if the answer to easing arthritis pain is not found only in medication bottles or surgeries? What if healing could begin right in the kitchen? Today, on Bone and Joint Health, we explore the fascinating world of the anti-inflammatory diet, a science-based nutritional approach that can help reduce pain, improve mobility, and protect your joints naturally. Food as medicine is not a modern trend. It is a principle rooted in biology and supported by modern research. The idea that what we eat influences inflammation has changed how experts approach chronic diseases, especially arthritis. Understanding inflammation. Inflammation is the body's defense mechanism. When tissues are injured or threatened, the immune system releases signals that attract protective cells to the area. In short bursts, inflammation is healing. It fights infection and repairs damage. However, when this system becomes overactive or continuous, it turns against the body. In chronic conditions such as arthritis, inflammation no longer heals. Instead, it harms. It damages cartilage, thickens joint linings, and causes swelling and pain that can last for years. Scientists have discovered that the foods we eat can either fuel this internal fire or help to extinguish it. The anti-inflammatory diet is built on the concept of balance, restoring harmony to the body through nutrient-dense, natural foods that cool inflammation rather than feed it. What exactly is the anti-inflammatory diet? Let me tell you, it's not some strict, temporary challenge you have to suffer through. Think of it as a long-term way of eating, one that focuses on whole, unprocessed foods and cuts back on those known to cause inflammation. Picture your diet as a grand orchestra. Every single ingredient plays a part. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, and spices. Each one performs a specific role, contributing to a beautiful symphony of health and healing within your body. At its core, this diet is all about variety and color. We're talking about a generous mix of vibrant vegetables, fresh fruits, and fatty fish like salmon and sardines. It also includes nuts, seeds, rich olive oil, and wholesome whole grains. And don't forget the power of natural anti-inflammatory herbs and spices like turmeric and ginger. These aren't just healthy foods, they're your biochemical allies. They're packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and special plant compounds that help regulate your body's inflammatory response. By eating this way, you're literally giving your joints the raw materials they need to repair tissue and stay flexible. If you're serious about protecting your joints and finding relief from arthritis pain, you'll want to subscribe to Bone and Joint Health right now. Trust me, what's coming next could completely transform the way you eat and live. Now, let's talk about how food influences inflammation. Every single meal you eat sends a chemical message throughout your entire body. Foods loaded with refined sugars, processed fats, and preservatives can trigger inflammatory molecules like cytokines and free radicals. You can imagine these as microscopic sparks that irritate your joints and damage the very cells that maintain your cartilage. Over time, those tiny sparks can grow into a roaring fire of chronic inflammation. On the flip side, foods that are rich in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids act like a natural fire extinguisher. They work to neutralize those damaging free radicals and calm down your immune system, giving your tissues the chance they need to recover. Think of your body as a bustling city. When inflammation spreads, it's like a massive traffic jam. Everything grinds to a halt, and nothing moves smoothly. Anti-inflammatory foods are like skilled traffic officers, stepping in to get everything flowing freely and efficiently again. Among all the anti-inflammatory eating patterns out there, one has really captured the attention of the scientific community: the Mediterranean diet. Inspired by the traditional delicious cuisines of places like Greece, Italy, and Spain, it's not just incredibly flavorful, it's also exceptionally effective at reducing inflammation. Countless clinical studies have shown that people who follow a Mediterranean-style diet experience less arthritis pain, have lower blood markers for inflammation like C-reactive protein, and even see a slower progression of joint damage over time. So why is it so powerful? Well, olive oil is one of its superstars. It contains a compound called oleocanthal, which actually has anti-inflammatory effects similar to ibuprofen. Then you have fatty fish like mackerel and salmon, which provide those crucial omega-3 fatty acids that directly reduce joint swelling. Leafy greens and berries are packed with antioxidants that protect your cells against oxidative stress. Whole grains help stabilize your blood sugar levels, preventing the spikes that can trigger inflammation. And nuts and seeds deliver magnesium, an essential mineral for both strong bones and relaxed muscles. Your kitchen can truly be your pharmacy if you know what to stock it with. Have you tried incorporating any of these powerful foods into your diet? I'd love to hear about your experiences. Share what's worked for you in the comments section below. Your story might just inspire someone else to start their own journey to better health. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on living a healthier, pain-free life. Let's talk about some nutritional heroes that research consistently links with arthritis relief. First up is turmeric, often called the golden healer. It contains curcumin, a powerful compound that directly blocks inflammatory pathways in your body. Studies show that regular consumption of turmeric, whether in your food or as a supplement, can reduce stiffness and pain in both osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Next is ginger, another potent anti-inflammatory food. It works by inhibiting prostaglandins, which are the same molecules that trigger pain sensations. What's great is that, unlike many pharmaceutical drugs, ginger achieves this naturally and gently. Don't underestimate berries. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries might be small, but they are incredibly powerful. They're packed with anthocyanins, which are plant pigments that reduce oxidative damage and help protect your cartilage. Green tea also deserves a special mention. It contains a compound known as EGCG, which has been shown to slow cartilage degradation and reduce inflammation markers in your bloodstream. Finally, let's talk about fatty fish like salmon, tuna, and sardines. These are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s not only reduce joint swelling, but also improve your overall flexibility, which is especially helpful during the morning hours when stiffness can be at its worst. So, when you sip your tea or season your meals with turmeric and ginger, remember that you're not just adding flavor, you're actively supporting your body's healing process from the inside. If this information resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up so it can reach more individuals living with arthritis. Now, to truly gain the benefits of an anti-inflammatory diet, you also have to recognize the foods that work against you. It's not enough to simply add healthy options. You must also minimize or eliminate the harmful ones. Processed meats, for instance, contain compounds known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which irritate your tissues and joints. Refined sugars, found in most desserts and soft drinks, cause blood sugar spikes that ignite inflammatory responses throughout your body. Trans fats, which are common in fried and packaged foods, can damage your blood vessels and increase inflammation system-wide. Excessive alcohol can interfere with nutrient absorption and promotes oxidative stress. And let's not forget refined carbohydrates like white bread and pastries. They act much like sugar, feeding inflammation instead of fighting it. Think of each of these foods as gasoline being thrown onto a flame. Over time, that flame can burn through cartilage and make arthritis much more difficult to manage. A simple rule to follow is this: if it comes in a shiny package and has an indefinite shelf life, it's probably not helping your joints. Don't forget to subscribe to Bone and Joint Health for more evidence-based guidance on maintaining pain-free movement and strong bones. So, how quickly can you actually see results? Many people are surprised to learn that the benefits of an anti-inflammatory diet can begin to appear in as little as 6 to 8 weeks. That's right. Studies show measurable improvements like reduced morning stiffness, better joint mobility, and even increased energy levels within just 2 months of making consistent dietary changes. Weight loss often comes along with these benefits, which is another huge advantage. For every single pound of weight you lose, you relieve about 4 pounds of pressure from your knees. This means that losing even a small amount of weight can significantly reduce joint strain and pain. These aren't just distant promises. They are tangible improvements experienced by real people who decided to let food be their medicine. If you'd like a detailed meal plan or a weekly guide to get you started, comment "Joint Health" below, and we'll prepare one for you. Let's dive into the science behind this success. In 2021, researchers at Harvard University published findings that showed individuals following anti-inflammatory diets had lower levels of inflammatory biomarkers and slower cartilage breakdown. Other studies, published in the Journal of Nutrition, revealed that omega-3 fatty acids can reduce both the frequency and intensity of rheumatoid arthritis flare-ups. One of the most remarkable findings came from a clinical trial where patients who switched from a typical Western diet to a Mediterranean-style diet experienced a 40% reduction in their pain scores after only 12 weeks. Science continues to confirm what many traditional cultures have known for centuries. Food has the power to heal, but diet is just the foundation of joint health. Your lifestyle is what truly amplifies the results. Gentle movement through activities like yoga, swimming, or walking helps to lubricate your joints and maintain flexibility. Getting sufficient sleep allows your tissues to repair themselves and lets inflammation subside naturally. Managing stress is also key. Practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or mindfulness can reduce your cortisol levels, a hormone known to worsen inflammation. When you combine these habits, nutrition, movement, rest, and mindfulness, you create an environment where your body can truly heal. You're not just suppressing symptoms, you are transforming your health from the inside out. Let's imagine what a single day on an anti-inflammatory diet might look like. Breakfast could include warm oatmeal topped with blueberries, chia seeds, and a drizzle of honey. For lunch, you might enjoy grilled salmon with a side of spinach, quinoa, and an olive oil dressing. A light afternoon snack might consist of green tea with a handful of almonds, while dinner could feature a turmeric-spiced lentil soup with roasted vegetables and whole-grain bread. And for a perfect dessert, a small serving of dark chocolate and fresh strawberries. You see, eating to reduce inflammation doesn't mean deprivation. It means empowerment. It means choosing foods that energize, nourish, and heal you, all at the same time. Let's talk about some real stories of transformation. Consider Anna, a 62-year-old woman who could barely walk because of knee arthritis. After just 10 weeks on an anti-inflammatory diet, she not only lost weight but also regained her morning walks and her sense of freedom. Or think about James, a 45-year-old office worker who was battling rheumatoid arthritis. By replacing processed snacks with nuts, green tea, and fresh vegetables, he cut the number of painful flare-ups in half. These stories aren't isolated miracles. They represent what happens when individuals align their eating habits with their body's natural healing mechanisms. If you've experienced similar improvements, I encourage you to share your story in the comments below. You never know, you might inspire someone else to begin their own journey toward relief. Now, let's clear up a few myths and misconceptions surrounding the anti-inflammatory diet. One common misconception is that supplements can replace food. While certain supplements like omega-3 and curcumin can provide benefits, they are most effective when used alongside real, whole foods. Another myth is that eating this way is expensive. In reality, many of the most beneficial items like lentils, olive oil, frozen vegetables, and canned fish are affordable and widely available. And finally, some people believe you must become fully plant-based to fight inflammation. However, balance is the key. A diet that's rich in plants but still includes healthy fish and moderate portions of lean meat often offers the best results. Remember, progress, not perfection, should be your goal. Every improved meal is a step toward better health. The world of medicine is constantly evolving. The future of arthritis management isn't just about controlling symptoms anymore. It extends toward finding root cause solutions. Nutrition and lifestyle are now recognized as essential elements of joint care. Hospitals and rehabilitation centers all over the world are integrating dietary education into their treatment programs. Researchers are uncovering deep connections between our diet, our gut microbiome, and systemic inflammation. As this knowledge expands, we are moving closer to the possibility of preventing and even reversing joint damage at its earliest stages. The more we understand food, the closer we come to unlocking our body's own incredible potential to heal itself. If you want to stay informed about the latest discoveries in joint regeneration and nutritional therapy, make sure you subscribe to Bone and Joint Health and turn on those notifications. So, to summarize the key takeaways, eat more fruits, vegetables, fatty fish, olive oil, whole grains, and nuts. Try to incorporate turmeric and ginger into your meals regularly. At the same time, limit processed foods, sugar, red meat, and refined carbohydrates. Remember that inflammation is your body's alarm system. The right foods help turn that alarm off, allowing your body to repair and recover naturally. Let's end with this thought. Arthritis does not have to define your life. The human body possesses an extraordinary ability to heal when it's given the right tools. Each bite you take can either feed inflammation or calm it. Each meal can be a step toward freedom from pain. So, the next time you prepare your plate, ask yourself, is this feeding the fire or is it cooling it? Because food is not merely fuel, it is medicine, prevention, and empowerment. This is Bone and Joint Health, where science meets compassion and knowledge leads to healing. If you found this information valuable, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who could benefit from it. Together, we can build a world where movement doesn't hurt and every step feels strong again.